English, listen and repeat.
Do you face the problems with speaking and listening skills?
So this video will help you to solve all of these problems. Let's get started.
Lesson 27. Education is a brilliant candle. Excuse me, where is your native land?
I was born in Battambang province.
Since I have grown up, I take notice that all parents always motivate their children to go to school. But why do parents usually encourage their children to go to school?
Our society now is much modernized, and it needs only people who have knowledge to fulfill the jobs. The reasonable answer is that when their children have higher education, they can get a job. As you know, when someone has a job, they can live independently. They can be responsible for themselves. Also, if children have education, they can understand what life is. They may understand what is good and what is bad, what is right and wrong. Education cannot be stolen either. Education life can play a very important role to improve or encourage living standard.
Why do you think schools are the most important for their children's education?
Sometimes their parents are illiterate and they cannot educate their children, so only school can help. When you see children in the outskirt looking after cows or buffaloes who do not have time to go to school, how do you really feel to them?
I feel so sorry for them because I know that they won't have a good future like other kids. They will have jobs to climb up palms and know how to plow, or will be workers, farmers, porters, constructive worker, etc. By the way, you were born in Battambang province. Are you a peasant, or can you plow a land?
Yes, I am. Also, I can plow a land, rake, sow rice seeds, pull out rice seedling, and transplant rice seedling and harvest rice as well.
But how come you become a manager of a company like this?
This is because of my struggling. Besides working in a farm, I tried to study hard. Education is a brilliant candle that leads me out of poverty. That's the reason why I reiterate education plays a vital role in developing our skill and enhance our quality in specific skill as well. Without education, I could not imagine who I would be.
You are right. On behalf of a man, what should you do to help children who do not have enough money to study foreign language?
I always help them by asking them to study at my house. That study is without charging the school fee. They are free to learn. Even I can help them much, but I am happy to share what I can to them.
So kind of you.
Lesson 28. The bad impact of drugs to the users. I feel that you are overthinking on things. Am I right?
You are right.
What are you thinking of?
Why do people like throwing their money into useless things like this?
I don't understand what you are talking.
I refer to the very large amount of people who are spending their money for drugs. Don't you ever learn about that? Using drugs is not only wastes money, but it also gives bad impacts to the user's health.
How can you say this? My father has been smoking cigarettes for ages, but he has never had problems.
Really? Anyways, through my personal research, I have found that drugs are absolutely making bad effects to the user's health. For example, taking cocaine raises body temperature, makes the heart beats faster, and staves a feeling of hunger. Another example is smoking marijuana. The part of the brain that controls emotions, memory, and judgment are affected by marijuana. Smoking it can not only weaken short-term memory, but can block information from making it into long-term memory. It has also been shown to weaken problem-solving ability.
Do you know other disadvantages of using drugs?
Yes, I do. Using drugs is not only wasted our money, destroy our health, but also it will bring other problems to the whole society, such as pregnancy, traffic accidents, violence, suicide, and crime.
Wow, how serious you are. Can you give a brief explanation how drug relative to violence and suicide?
People easily get angry and act out their anger when they use drugs. They will fight everyone if they think he or she cannot satisfy them. Moreover, when someone gets addicted to the drugs, they cannot control themselves. The drugs make them become braver and commit violence. Also, talking about suicide, most people use drugs to reduce stress or to escape from difficulties. However, it will give back the bad effect. The drugs can either make us forget everything, or it makes us think longer about those problems. Someone loses their hope, and they think everything is useless for them, or sometimes they are hopeless themselves. Also, they may consider themselves lonely and selfish. That's why they kill themselves.
Wow, I really appreciate your explanation. It is clear and reasonable.
Lesson 29. I feel we nearly break.
Why are you feeling so desolate?
Why am I nervous? My tear is falling down like the rain.
What is happening to you?
The loveliest girl in my mind nearly goes away from me.
Why is that? Will she die soon?
No, she does not care of me anymore. She's going to work as an accountant in a company.
What is not good to work as an accountant?
I love her so much. And one more thing, she has got heart attack, so I want to take care of her. I don't want her to work far away from me.
How much salary will she get? And why do you say you are nearly broken down?
I used to promise with her that when I graduate my degree, we are going to run a business together. She said she didn't care whether our lives were poor or rich. She wanted to stay or live by my side all the time. However, everything changes now. She says she needs money to support her life because she can't stand living in a poor condition with me. Also, she said my salary is very little, so she didn't want to stay with me anymore.
Yes, I know. Your wife is cute, rich, and there are many men trying to love her. So how can she stay with a poor guy like you?
No, she is not a sort of that person. She told me that she will never think if we are poor or rich, but she wishes to live near me all the time, and we will build happiness together. She really encourages me to study hard, and I was very happy to pursue my studies. Anyway, I am hopeless now. I feel my love nearly breaks down. Her mind is starting to change day by day. Her speech told me that I am not fit to her. In this world, the rich will never live with the poor. Opposite things cannot be mixed.
You mean your problem causes from money crisis, don't you?
Sure. Before, I never thought that money was very important to me, and I never thought that money could buy everything, especially buy love. However, what I expected was absolutely wrong. Money cannot buy true love, but it makes an honest love broken.
What are you going to do next?
I will speak face to face with her about this problem. If she really doesn't need me anymore, I will be the one who walks away. Even if I stay, I cannot have peace in mind, so I will be killed inside one day.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Lesson 30. She will never speak to me.
Hey, why are you standing here alone? Why don't you go and enjoy our lunch together under the big tree?
I have no feeling to do anything.
What is the matter with you?
It is about my love relationship.
How is your relationship? Why do you look like the drunken man?
Stop asking me. My life has no more meaning. I am a weak man, the weakest in the world.
Did she leave you?
She will never talk to me. She hates the poor man like me so much. I am not the one in her mind anymore. Would you mind shooting me, please? I want to die. I hate the girls in the world. If you don't kill me, I will hurt all girls in this world. All women need only money, and no one has true love. They have true love with the money only. A girl whom I have 1,000 confidence on her, now she is destroying my heart.
What has she done to you so far?
She always pushes me away from her. She would live afar from me rather than staying with a moneyless man like me.
So why don't you earn money to support her life?
Previously, I really tried to be a rich man, but I needed her to give me chance for 3 months because I needed to graduate my bachelor degree in law first. Then I will make more money to build a bright life with her.
So what did she do then?
She started to feel bored with me. She stopped caring of my feeling, and she said that no money, no happiness. She needed some money to cure her own disease. She gives less value on me. I will never have enough ability to bring happiness to her.
How pity you are. What should you do then?
I could not do anything anymore. I followed her mind. I let her go to where she wanted. Finally, I have known that she has never loved me truly. I am not the one in her mind. She feels regret to love me. She still misses her first man. He will have never been omitted from her heart. I was wrong myself to love her, for I don't know that she used to have a person in her heart already. She loved me just to forget him.
I am so sorry for you. You should give up on this love, as you are never given the value.
I make up my mind already. I will not be there to disturb her once again. She walks on her way, while I am on my way.
Lesson 31. Making a friendship tie.
Hello, miss. Would you mind telling me your name, please?
Why do you intend to know my name? It is not so sweet.
Sweet or not is not important for me.
Now, tell you frankly, I am Cherry. And yours?
Oh, it is a sweet name. For mine is Dina. I want to make friend with you, okay?
I think that it sounds not so good for both of us, because you are a boy and I am a girl. Moreover, it is not appropriate for me, and it is not our Khmer custom and tradition.
Oh, don't confuse. I only have intention to make simple friend with you, not in love.
If so, no problem, but I am afraid of your girlfriend is jealous of me.
No, you misunderstand. I am a poor man. I have neither wife nor sweetheart. And do you have any boyfriends?
The same to you. I have only simple friends.
What do you think of having girlfriend or boyfriend in studyhood?
For my idea, I think it is not so good because we can lose time, money, and get discrimination from social milieu. Furthermore, it is not so good for Khmer custom and tradition. And do you have any ideas to add?
I think so. But if we have love in studyhood, we should share time clearly for love and study. It is time to make love, you must make it. And it is time to study, you must study.
What kinds of friends should we consort with?
We should associate with good friends. 1. Friends who do not play girl. 2. Friends who do not use drug or alcohol. 3. Who do not play gambling. And 4. Reliable friends. 5. Helpful friends. 6. Friends who do not think only own interest. 7. Who do not desert from friend when friend has problem. 8. Who can advise friend to do good deed. 9. Who ban friend from doing misdeed. And 10. Friends who dare to devote own interest for friend, etc.
Oh, you are well educated. Have you ever been deceived by any friend?
No, I haven't. What about you? Anyone has defrauded you, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I didn't used to be cheated by anyone.
What is your impression on a person who speaks sweet words?
I think that such person is not very good. It's like Khmer proverb says that still waters run deep. For example, Girl Hunter always uses his sweet word to comfort girl to love him, but he rarely loves her honestly. He thinks only about in bed. Therefore, every girl should be careful with that man. Furthermore, every girl must find out his trick, otherwise you might get remorse or love crisis.
I wonder the girl that the man is a lady killer, why is she still cheated?
I think this is because she is so soft-hearted and trusts in that man so quickly. Frankly, the girl herself is stupid.
For you, what sort of man do you choose to be your sweetheart or bedmate?
I must find the man who has good attitude, good character, and who is polite, kind, intelligent, respectful, helpful, considerable, sociable, educated, and has understanding.
Don't you think of being poor or rich?
In my opinion, I don't care about the poor, rich, or beauty. In my life, I prefer virtue to wealth, because virtue can make family happy, and we get harmony in life.
Anyway, do you think friend can lead us to commit wrongdoing?
Yes, absolutely right. Some friends can betray us, dare to kill, steal, and rob us. Not only these, but they also bring us to play truant, gamble, use alcohol, drug, play girl, etc.
Wow, Every idea of yours is amazing and shown that you are an educated person.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye. See you later.
See ya.
Lesson 32. Living Standard of Cambodians.
Hello, my friend. What brings you here today?
I come here to study English. It is the first time for me. And how long have you studied here?
I have studied here for ages. Okay, now I want to discuss with you about the standard of living of Cambodians, okay?
Okay, I will answer what I can. Start, please.
What is your impression on living standard of remote people in Cambodia?
According to the certain date of WFPO, their living standard is poorer and poorer. The gap between the poor and the rich is much far away. It means that the rich is richer and richer, but the poor is poorer and poorer.
Could you tell me why they are poorer and poorer?
Because they are facing many factors: environment degradation, epidemic, natural disaster like storm, flood, and drought. Moreover, lack of sterile land, technology in growing crops, and of social services like materials, education, healthcare, transportation, communication, information, and markets for selling their products. Not only these, but also because of themselves. They are very ignorant and lazy. They pay less attention to their standard of living. They like being free and like drinking alcohol, chatting useless thing, playing gambling, playing volleyball, card, and cockfighting, etc.
What do you think about standard of living of the city residents nowadays?
Oh, they are much richer than remote people because they are clever and they have chance to run business.
What is your impression on standard of living between people and government officials?
The gap of standard of living is very far away, like the sky and earth. It means the government officials are very rich, but the people are very poor. Why do you think so? Don't you see? The government officials have money, cars, villas, and some of them have hundreds of hectares of land, but the people are very miserable, only wear flip-flop, and they are so poor like crabs. This is because of the government officials uses their power to pressure and exploit the poor people, and they commit corruption a lot. What is the critical factor to reduce poverty in our nation? The vital factor is to raise incomes for indigent people in the countryside. What are the main elements of rural development strategies? The main important points are 1. Embrace social and economic development, focusing on homeless people, workless people, refugee, and eliminate immoral activities. 2. Expand and strengthen rural development structure and cooperate with private sector and local and international agencies. Is the climate in Cambodia favorable for the farmers to grow their crops? The weather is not favorable for the farmers because of the short dry season always occur in late July to August every year. To avoid this consequence, what should RGC do to facilitate the affair of rural people? The RGC must create dikes, wells, canals, irrigation systems, and water supply, and must offers its farmers equipment like water pumping machines, tractors, knives, axes, hoes, seeds, and fertilizers. Moreover, the farmers should be offered growing technology. What are the main resources to develop our society? There are 3 kinds of resources. 1. Human resource, 2. Financial resource, and 3. Material resource. Do you think the standard of living for Cambodians will get better from day to day? I firmly hope that the government of Cambodia will carry out new strategies to assist the rural people to have a good standard of living very soon.
I think so.
Lesson 33. Discussing about studies.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I am very well, thanks. And you?
I am so far so good, thanks. Before starting my questions, I want you to forgive me for my mistakes because my English is still poor.
Never mind, no one is perfect. Start your questions, please.
Well, could you tell me your occupation, please?
I am a student at Baktuk High School.
What grade are you in?
I am studying grade 12. Would you mind telling me your career?
I am a job seeker. I graduated from high school since 2006, but I haven't found a job yet.
Why don't you continue studying at university?
Because I don't have enough money to pay for school, so I need a job to do first. By the way, you study at high school, right? What subjects do you study?
I study 12 subjects. They are mathematics, geometry and algebra, chemistry, physics, English literature, Khmer literature, philosophy, history, biology, geography, earth studies, morality, and housekeeping.
What subjects do you excel in?
I am good at Khmer literature, English literature, math, and history.
Do you hope to pass your exam? What percentage do you hope?
I only hope 50% because I am weak at many subjects.
If you pass your exam, will you study at university?
Sure, I am going to study at university.
What subject do you plan to study?
I am going to study banking and finance.
Why do you decide to study this subject?
Because I want to work in a bank. Nowadays, there are many banks are processing in Cambodia, so it is a good chance to find a job to do.
Do you plan for the future?
Yes, I do. After I graduate from university, I am going to find a job at a private company or organization, especially in the bank.
You are luckier than me because your parents are possible to support you, but my parents don't have enough money to support me. However, I never blame them. In contrast, I love them so much because they are very virtuous. By the way, what skills do you have? Even though I don't have university degree, I attended some short courses. I have some certificates such as accounting, administrative, management, international communication, contract law, labor law, and computer skills. Among all languages, which one is the best? I think English is the best language because it is an international language. It is a bridge can bring us to study other languages and other subjects. If we know English well, it is easy to find a job, easy to search document, easy to search internets, easy to communicate with foreigners, easy to understand foreign cultures. In contrast, if we don't know English language, we cannot run business with foreign investors, and it is not easy to travel over the world.
Lesson 34. Smoking cigarette.
Hello, sir. You look very thin. Do you smoke?
Yes, I do.
How many cigarettes do you smoke per day?
I smoke at least 1 pack a day.
Oh, how your lungs stays long. Why do you smoke cigarettes?
Because I find that smoking cigarettes make me feel good and healthy. Furthermore, it is so popular for some of people in almost countries in the world.
Oh my God, you know it is just the commercial rights for them.
If so, is cigarette smoking hazardous to our body and health?
Absolutely right. Smoking cigarettes can kill us by destroying our body. One more thing. Smoking cigarettes seriously damages the people around you. Most cigarette smokers are facing many diseases, particularly lung cancer, which is an incurable disease. Moreover, your teeth and mouth smell very bad. On the other hand, it wastes money to buy cigarettes. Sometimes smoking cigarettes is considered to be rude in some places, such as in the mass, on train, in car, on bus, and in market.
It is said that smoking cigarettes can cause cancers. So what cancers will we face?
We will face various cancers, such as stroke in the brain, tongue cancer, voice box cancer, lung emphysema, bladder cancer, mouth cancer, lung cancer, heart attack, arteriosclerosis, stomach ulcer, and so forth. If a woman smokes a cigar, it does not only impact herself, but also her pregnancy.
What are the bad influences of drugs or cigarettes?
Some people have suffered from taking drugs or cigarettes, particularly young people who live in the city. Drugs or cigarette have bad influences on not only the users, but also families, communities, societies, and countries.
Could you please tell me what the impacts of smoking cigarettes are?
The ill effects of cigarette smoking are waste money, bad breath, and unhealthy.
How should the RGC do to stop its people from smoking cigarettes?
It is not as easy as taking can from the baby, because all countries throughout the globe, as well as their people, smoke cigarettes. Even our top leaders smoke as well. But the government should not permit TV stations to advertise for cigarettes because it can make the youngsters want to smoke, and they find that smoking makes them more intelligent, popular, handsome, modern, and healthy, and feel well. Moreover, the RGC should educate its people to understand the bad results of smoking cigarettes and must insert cigarettes understanding in the public curriculum.
What is regarded as addictive thing?
They are two main. One, drug, opium, cannabis, heroin, glue, etc. Two, alcohol, wine, beer, palm.
What kinds of madness are there in our society?
There are three kinds of madness, such as madness with girl, madness with alcohol, madness with gambling.
Which madness is the most serious?
Khmer saying says that drunkenness of alcoholism is only one day, but drunkenness of girl is for life. But for my opinion, I think drunkenness of alcohol is the most serious because it makes us lose control and makes us misunderstand about doing something.
Lesson 35. Beggars' Activities in Cambodia.
Hello, mister. You have got long and thick mustache and beard. Not only these, but also you have got big body, dark skin, and curly hair. If I don't misunderstand, you are a thief, aren't you?
Yes, of course. But I am just a heart stealer. I have saved a lot of lonely girls and miserable widows. The first look, you look me like a thief, but the longer you look, the more handsome I am. Many girls have fallen in love with me. It is up and down. You can crush on me too.
I want to vomit now. How boastful you are. Love you? No way, until long. If in the world has only you, it is better to be single.
I'm sorry. What I said, not true. Don't take it into your heart. I am just joking.
The same to you. Now turn into our topic. I want to talk about beggars' activities.
It is a good topic. Come on.
What is your impression of beggars nowadays, and where do they beg?
I think the number of beggars is increasing. They always walk and beg in cities, downtown, at parks, at markets, and you can see them everywhere in the whole city, particularly on the main streets, boulevards, and tourism places.
Can you tell me why there are a lot of panhandlers?
As you realize, Cambodia is a developing country, so people's living standard is still poor. Moreover, natural atmosphere is not favorable for peasants to do their farming or to plant their crops. It rains irregularly, and our country faces drought a lot. Sometimes it rains like cats and dogs, that it can be a serious problem for them, and the crops are drowned by water. Even though Cambodian Red Cross tries to support them, but beggar problem still occurs in Cambodia from day to day. And the other factors are 1. Low economic, 2. Poor management of leaders, 3. Being disabled, 5. Tradition and custom, 6. Being orphaned, 7. Illiteracy, and 8. Poverty.
Where do beggars sleep?
Generally, they sleep on sidewalks, pagodas, in railway stations, or under the bridges.
Do you think beggars' activities can be a significant problem for our society?
Yes, of course. It is absolutely affected to our country's prestige and reputation, and it is a controversial problem between beggars and donors.
Do you think giving money to panhandlers is a good way to solve this problem?
I reckon that giving money to the beggars is not a suitable way to settle the problem, because if you do like this, they still continue doing this activity. Sometimes they take this money for drug, alcohol, or glue.
Do the beggars cause fright and danger for pedestrians, passengers, tourists, and drivers?
Yes, of course. Some panhandlers scare people by shouting at them or following them.
How many kinds of panhandlers in Phnom Penh?
There are 1. Old people, 2. Disabled people, 3. Amputees caused by civil war, 4. Orphans, 5. Refugees, 6. Immigrants, and 7. Sniffed glue children.
What should we do to alleviate the beggars' activity?
Yes, we should practice as following. 1. Improve educational field and economic field to reduce poverty. 2. Support their living standard. If they are homeless, the RGC has to offer them houses to live in and encourage them to study, try running business, or do farming. 3. The RGC must control the country with virtue.
Thank you so much for today's conversation.
Thank you to you too. I am really happy to make conversation with you.